Guys, I'm going to do a part 3 on the secret because I just got a whole bunch more information in my head through my heart. Let's get it in focus here, even though I probably won't write. Well, what I want to tell you is I had this. So a lot of people have this question. Why do they go to so much trouble? Why do they name the streets this way? Why do they put it at angles? Why do they, why do they need magic? Because we humans, we're just going along and we find out that, I'm so sorry. I am trying to get this in focus. Come on, camera. Okay, I'm going to do a part 3 on the secret because I just got a whole bunch more information in my head through my heart. Let's get it in focus here, even though I probably won't write. Well, what I want to tell you is I had this. So a lot of people have this question. Why do they go to so much trouble? Why do they name the streets this way? Why do they put it at angles? Why do they, why do they need magic? Because we humans, we're just going along and we find out that, I'm so sorry. I am trying to get this in focus. Come on, camera. Okay, I'm gonna move it to camera and then take a picture and then come back. It focuses it. All right, so a lot of people are just dumbfounded, including me. Why do they go to so much trouble to do all these weird magic things? So I was just thinking about this, and I was thinking about what I learned about Phi, and I was thinking of what I learned about your role as the one and the person who is in harmony with creation and the power of this. And it came to me, and also the whole DNA question, and that they want to be hybridized with us. We belong here. We belong on this earth. We were created in harmony with this earth. We have fractal, we match the earth, inner and outer. And you might notice you don't have to burn candles and run around in circles to have a prayer answered. And you might notice this about a child. I have powerful children, and my children, they wish for something and it just shows up. And they don't, light candles or chant or run around in robes or, burn anything or, and so it just shows up. So humans, we are sitting here going, what on earth are they doing? Why don't they just pray? Well, they can't, I think. And this is what I just got. This is what I just got. That's why I had to turn the camera back on. Because they were not created for our dome. They were not created to match with this creation. So they must need more power. They must need more leverage. They must need, the Ark of the Covenant and certain staffs. And they must need to use basically science. My book keeps moving. Gosh. There we go. They must need to use electromagnetic science and the crowns and the gold and staffs and ley lines and, drawing circles and pentagrams and dressing and dresses and gems and, yodeling codes backwards. I don't know what they do, death, blood sacrifices and drinking, who knows what they do. But we wonder, decent humans wonder, what is the matter? Now, because you might notice in your own life that basically what happens in the quantum frequency generator is that whatever shows up, what the things in your life happen basically according to your belief. If you believe that people are bad, those kind of people are going to show up in your life. If you believe that really anything, if you believe that you deserve a nice job or you deserve a nice house, then you will get a nice house and a nice job. So this dome is set up for you to collapse the wave, and that is the secret. And what just came to me is that we do this effortlessly because we are created here We are the divine children of this creation, and it is made for us. It's made to be a loving for us. Now, before probably these Illuminati came along, or I'm going to call them Anunnaki, before they came along, we probably had a lot of innocent ideas in our head, like, I would like a fish. I would like a mate. I would like safety for my children. I would like a flower. You know, I don't know what, you know, something like that. We had a lot of innocent ideas, and we didn't have any expectation of terror. We didn't have any ideas about what could go wrong. We didn't have any ideas about that we were undeserving or that we were bad. Now, the story as it goes in the ancient Anunnaki is that they did mix their DNA with ours. So this would be the pharaohs and the royals and the descendants of Abraham, who are heavily mixed, and those would be the demigods. Now the problem, so as I see it, if you use a car metaphor, the demigods, they have maybe a big engine, you know, like a V12. They can go very fast, and this might give them some of their supernatural abilities. However, because they don't belong here, it seems like they need to have some you know, magical tools. I'll just draw like a wand here. They need like a magical tool, and you know, they need ritual to navigate, to make things happen the way they want it to happen. So then they interbred with us. Now you have a human being who, I'll just draw the 1.618 to show that he is phi. He has fractality, divine fractality within. I don't know about their bodies. I don't know. Maybe they were aligned to another planet, you know, maybe not ours. I don't know. So this is a human being, I'll put an H here, with divine fractality within, and now it has, say it has some of their DNA in it. So we're expressing some of their DNA. This would be the royals. I'll put a royal human right here. Now these guys, they have a little bit more under the hood. They have a little bit more energy speed that can translate into maybe what we would call supernatural powers, but they are more diminished because they don't have the pure perfect fractality possibly of the native humans. So then these are the ones that we see, you know, running around in circles wearing hoods and lighting fires and stuff like that. And the reason why they do that is because they have too much Anunnaki DNA, too much Nephilim bloodline. All right, let's put Anu right there. Now then, okay, here we have a human, pure human. And he probably he does have a lot under the hood somewhere. Maybe it's hidden, doesn't have access to the engine right now. Or maybe some, you know, maybe the engine, you know, you have some of the engine and not all the engine. But this human is fully connected through fractality to all of creation. So this human sits here in innocence and wishes for peace, or he sits and enjoys the beauty of nature. Nature will nourish him. Whatever he needs will show up for him, as long as he's not believing that he can't have it. So this is the idea. It kind of goes back to Abraham, because I told you that Abraham speeds your energy up and you're going to crash into a tree. The exercises that they give you here show you how to take the brakes. It's almost like the human has brakes on for their safety so that they don't create something that they don't want. This teaches you how to take the brakes off, but then it's like giving a teenager a Ferrari. You don't have the sobriety or the control of the wheel to handle that much speed. And that's why that's why this teaching becomes a problem, and a lot of people on this path end up speeding up their life too much and they have problems. Now, some people do have a lot of success on the Abraham path. Abraham, I don't know, Abraham Hicks, I guess. And I believe that the reason why is because they are actually praying to Abraham for protection. They're receiving the protection and alignment of this being as if it is a deity. And so that is something to consider. You probably do not want to be operating under the protection of someone that you don't understand. That's mostly what I want to say about that. Okay, I want to say another thing. So these beings, let's just say that it's a fourth, fifth, or sixth dimensional non-incarnate being here, and say it is Abraham. Sometimes when I get the feeling that Abraham, it's just a disincarnate Abraham, actually. Now I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I know what. These beings we have seen, if he is Nephilim, if he's truly Nephilim, which, or a high degree of Nephilim, we have seen that these beings require worship. They need worship. I don't know, and it's almost like it's a food source for them. They need your allegiance. They want you to go to church. They want you to, build a temple and worship them. And maybe they feed off the energy. So I just want to point out that if you are actually praying to Abraham for help, you might be receiving his help, but there is an energy exchange happening that probably isn't not to your benefit in the long run, but probably to the benefit of this being. So that's my warning. Not that the teaching is completely useless. You just need to approach it with caution. And don't ally yourself with things that you don't understand. All right. Let's see. To end this on a hopeful note, you have power. This is why they are spending so much time brainwashing you, and why we have like this thought tube that has been, they've been building this ever since they wrote the Bible, where, basically everything that you think is right in here, and everybody that you know is right in here, and it's a thought tube, so your thoughts don't ever get out here, because they basically have gates on your thoughts. Now, so this was the Bible. The Bible was the first mass media, probably. Then we had other printed word, newspapers, radio, and television. And now we have a lot of thought tube media. And it's basically everywhere. It's very, very difficult to have an original idea. This is why nobody has an original idea. They just take someone else's idea and they repackage it, connect it with another idea, and it's all still within this domain. This is the thought tube idea. Okay, but this is why you're important. This is why they go to so much trouble to keep you in the thought tube. They go to a lot of trouble. And it's because you, first of all, you're powerfully connected, and now as we evolve, I think the human actually has more energy under the hood of the car metaphor. All right, I hope you liked that one. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.